So morning, I just thought I'd guide you through a little stretch this morning, just to release, relax, and get ready for your day. All right, so just have a little settling in, have the feet in whatever position's comfortable for you. If that's out straight, then do it that way. I'm just quite comfortable here, so that's good for me. I'm also on a cushion, so I have something to just support your tailbone, so you can lean forwards a little bit, and then start by leaning forwards and back. So having a little rock forwards and back. And a little rock from side to side. And I'm going to take that in circles, so round and round. Maybe back the other way, so just play with it, see how it feels. Release your head and your shoulders, releasing through the back, changing direction whenever you want to, just really opening up. Take another couple of deep breaths, breathe in and out. Roll the shoulders, releasing your head, lifting the chin, lowering the chin. Change direction of the roll of the shoulders. Maybe take a squeeze and stretch in the hands as you stretch them up to the sky. Open up the palms, bring them all the way back down sideways. So take some rotations of the wrists, nice and slowly up to the top. And a big stretch at the top, palms facing each other, and then let them go. And then take the hands and just lightly cover the fingers with each other and take the palms facing forwards. Let's take it onto the top of the head to start with. Bring on the shoulders, release through the upper body. And then if it feels comfortable, stretch those palms upwards, Baddha-Vinyasa. Take a nice breath in as you take the arms back. And maybe a little sway. Take it gently to start with, a little sway from side to side. You're going to release those hands now, take them behind the back. Pull the fingers apart so you really squeeze your shoulder blades, lift up your chin. And then bring the chin down towards your chest. And again. And lift those hands at the back a little bit higher with the head in the center. Just gently tilt it from side to center to side. And then releasing those hands. Let's just take a little sway, stretch, release, retreat, release out, and retract, to stretch and retract. And I'm going to take that top hand and I'm going to bring it down to the floor, just in front of the knee or on your knee, round to the other side, touch the floor, and again the other side. Just have a lovely stretch and release. Let your head move, keep your chest forwards, have some length in the back of the neck, softness in the face. And then bring it all back to center. Stretch those legs out if they're not already. Give them a little shake, point and flex the feet. And then opening up the curtains nice and wide. Take a rotation and let those hands help you, one with height, one with rotation, to look behind you. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, relax your face and stay for a couple of breaths. And bring that all back to the front, open up the chest. And over to the other side, using the hands to help you with height and rotation. Shoulders down away from the ears, face soft. And the chin gently guided towards that back shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. And bring the head and the arms back to the center. Let's take those hands again, palms facing forwards, right up towards the sky. Release your shoulders. Push them right into the sky. Lift up your chin and look towards the hands. Take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, release the arms. Starting to hinge forwards again. Slide the hands down the outsides of the legs. Maybe holding the shins, maybe the calves. And then bring your chest forwards and your shoulders down. Look up towards the sky. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently bring your chin down. Look towards your belly and round the back slightly. So breathing in, looking forwards and up. Breathing out, bringing the chin down and rounding the back. Continue. Let's take one more of those. And come to a neutral spine, sliding the hand back up the leg. Separate the legs slightly. Bring one leg in, bring the foot towards the base of its own thigh, or keep it stretched out if it's not happy coming in like that. So you know your own body. This foot is flexed, so it's up onto the heel, toes pointing upwards. Give yourself some height, and then take the hand, palm facing upwards on the straight leg. And gently slide sideways, so not leaning forwards, keeping the shoulder back. Slide a little bit down that leg. You can use the arm as leverage to help you rotate. And we're going to take the spare hand behind the back, look up towards the ceiling, retract the chin and the head, and breathe. Keep the back of the neck long and face soft. And slowly then slide back up and turn towards the bent knee. Keep turning and keep moving and rotating towards the bent knee. Now the other buttock wants to come off the floor. Push that leg back down again and rotate. Shoulders down away from the ears. And your chin just gently guided towards the back shoulder. Take a few breaths, relax those legs. Keep the height in the torso. Soften your face and your shoulders. Counter rotate the head to look at the straight leg, pulling the foot back towards you if it's forgotten. Take a few breaths there. And then bring your head to the center and stretch that leg out. And bring the other one in. And lifting up tall, opening up the chest, taking your hand palm facing upwards, forearm facing up. Gently slide down and rotate. Taking the back hand behind your back, keeping it nice and low. Just make some length in the back of the neck. Soften your face and breathe. And gently lifting up. Create that height again so that you can turn towards the leg. Looking behind you. Tummy towards spine, shoulders away from the ears. And keep that opposite buttock down towards the floor. You can press that thigh down with the hand if you want to just get it back down again. Relax your legs. counter-rotate the head the opposite way, looking towards the straight leg foot and giving it a little pull of the toes towards you. And then head to center, arms back to center. Release the legs. Let's give them a little point and flex of the feet. And leaning with your hands, leaning, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Rotate the feet round and round. A few times each way. I'm going to come to kneeling now, high kneeling. So I'm using the cushion that I'm sitting on to protect my knees. I'm going to come into a kneeling position. Okay, so kneeling with high. Just make sure you're comfortable. Have the knees, check you've got enough padding there. I'm going to take one leg out to the side, and get some stretch into the side hip and into the groin. Good. And then I'm going to hold it. I'm going to take the foot a little bit further away because I know I can go further. Hold it into that side stretch, and I'm going to push the knee backwards at the same time. And then I'm going to take the palm facing upwards, so it's like a flank angle stretch. Taking the shoulder back, take the hand behind the back to start with, so that you can open up, find that space. If it doesn't work on your supporting knee, then please do come back to center anytime you need to. I'm going to take that top arm over the head now, as if it was a traditional side flank standing stretch. So the arms over the side of the face, the palms are facing each other. And in fact, you can take that bottom arm off if you want to, because you don't have to focus on balance, and bring both arms next to each other. Take a breath in, and out, and in, and out. Bringing it all back up to center, releasing the arms. I'm going to bring that knee now into the front. So heel toe, foot until the knee is in front of you. Take it a little bit further forwards if you can, so that you can safely lunge forwards and back. Knee doesn't go way over the toes, it stays sort of above the ankle. That's good. And I'm going to take a rotation here as well, so we have a nice big open chest. Rotate towards the bent knee so that the back of the hand is on the outside. Then the hand behind your back. Keep your balance by pressing the feet down, drawing the shoulders down and the chin towards the back shoulder. Some nice breaths here, so make sure you're breathing in. Focus on those exhales, relaxing the body. And bring it all back to the front. You can take both hands down onto the floor. So I'm going to walk this foot out just a little bit. You can have a block or a cushion there if you can't reach the floor. Bring it down to the floor. I'm going to tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee. So I'm going to run a stretch, but you can keep that back knee down if you prefer. And then lift up the arm that's closest to the bent knee to the ceiling, or pop it behind your back if you prefer. Let's take a couple of breaths. Breathe in, lengthen the back of the neck. Breathing out, release the facial muscles. And bring that top arm down to the floor. Bring the back knee down if you've lifted it. Pull everything back until you're lifting up the toes of the front foot so that you've got a hamstring stretch. Now you might need to come up to hands on the waist if you can't reach the floor and still stretch the leg. I'm going to slide the leg a little bit further forwards to get an extra stretch. Stay for a couple of breaths. And then sliding the foot back towards me, putting the sole of the foot back on the floor to safely come back up. Clasp the hands, turn the palms forwards and up, and really reach up high. And release the arms. And then we change. Flex. And let's take the other one out to the side so that you can hinge sideways and back. So sideways lunge. Make a few rocking motions. Okay, you can take a little bit further away if it feels comfortable to do that. And I'm going to take that flank angle stretch or sideways release. So palm facing upwards, release, rest on the leg. Take the other hand behind you and open up the chest, turn your face to the sun. Lovely. So having that nice space there, opening the chest. And you can take the top arm up and over if you want to. And then if you feel that you've got some space and some strength there, you can take the bottom arm to join the top arm. Take a couple of breaths, breathing, stretching the arms. You don't have to stay still. You can stretch the arms as you breathe and keep moving. That helps. Breathe in, breathe out, and then back it up. Release the arms. I'm going to bring that heel toe. I'm going to bring that knee forwards now. Check the supporting knee is comfortable. Take the foot as far forwards as you like and have a little lunge forwards and back. And then lifting up nice and tall. Maybe the arms open first before you rotate. So you can rotate one hand in the lower back, one hand on the outside of the knee. Have the feet where it's comfortable for you. Engage the abdominals, turn, rotate. Get the chin coming towards the back shoulder. Make the length from the tailbone to the tip of the crown of the head. Breathe. And then come forward. Then take the hands down onto the floor and slide my foot further forwards and come down. If you can't reach, then have something there to put your hands on, of course, down onto the floor. I'm going to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee off the floor. Some people find it harder, some people find it easier. And then a little runner stretch there with the hips down low. Now I'm going to turn towards the bent knee and take this arm up towards the sky. But you could pop it behind your back. Take a nice long breath in as you stretch through the arm and the leg. And relax your face. Stay there for a couple of breaths if you can. And bringing that hand down, bringing the knee down if you lifted it. Sliding back. A hamstring stretch. So I'm going to just get that foot in the right position to lift the toes. Find the length on the back of the leg. I can get my hands to the floor, but you might need a block there. Or you can come up and put the hands on the waist. And then bringing the sole of the foot back to the floor and coming upright. Release that knee. Palms facing forwards and up. A nice big stretch. And release those arms wide. Squeeze them behind you. So pull the knuckles apart. So shoulder blades squeeze together. Bring your chin down and create that length there. And then lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Open up your chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the head level and release your arms. So I'm going to come up to standing now. So best foot forwards, hands in the center. Press down to lift up. Just clear your mat. Place the feet securely about hip width apart. Let's go for heel toe. So toes off the floor first, palms facing forwards. Push the arms back, open up the whole chest, belly pulling in, and then toes down, arms down. Take the arms up, and as they go up, you go up onto your tippy toes, creating some length. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do that again. So walking backwards to lift the toes, pushing the hands back, Breathing out, release hands and feet. Breathing in, lift up. And third one for life. Nice and slow. Push the backs of the hands backwards. Lift up the toes. And release. Rolling through the feet. Up to the sky. And release. Placing the hands in the legs. Slide one foot off the floor and rotate the foot. Have a little swing of the leg. And release the hip. Now if you need to put your hands on the wall or a chair or a railing to be able to move the hip without losing your balance, then do. That's fine, as long as you get to move that hip circles in both directions. And then pressing that foot onto the floor, and you do the same on the other side. So rotate the ankle to start with. Both ways. Swing of the leg. And hip rotations. Maybe 3 or 4 each way. And put down, rock from side to side. I'm going to take a tree pose today. So you're taking whichever leg wants to come off the floor first, gently lift it up and turn it out. Stay there if you want to. Hold onto the knee if you need to. Stretch out the other arm and there's complete balance there. You can just stay there, go straight forwards, find your height. But only if you feel you want to, you can bring that foot to either go foot to calf, or foot to thigh. Not knee. The arms can be out there for balance, like a tightrope walker. Or you can bring them to the centre to bring back together left and right to the sides of the consciousness, breath, body and mind. Can you close your eyes? And then reach those hands up, higher, maybe pointing your pointy fingers towards the sky, relaxing the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Just stay there. If you need to come down and start again, then start again. Find something to take your gaze and breathe still within. And remembering that yoga is not a workout, it's a work in. So see what feels right for you, see what's going on within. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, release the arms. If you've got your leg touching, then just give it a little shake to release the knee. Going straight to the other side, finding your place of balance. And taking the knee out. Stay there if you want to. You place foot on foot, foot on calf, or foot on inner thigh. Remembering that the inner thigh is what grabs the foot, not the foot pushing the inner thigh outwards. Bring the inner thigh and the hip in to push the foot and the knee along. Push that knee back as well. Move the arms out, all together. Let the shoulders soften the face and breathe. Maybe taking the arms up towards the sky, pointing fingers up towards the universe. Kali Mudra. Kali Mudra is this one with the Chinese Angels Mudra, which points away all negative energies. Take a few soft breaths. And when you're ready to come down, take a nice inhale. So that the exhale is a sigh and a release, and you release the leg and give it a little shake, and maybe a little rock from side to side. Let's take banana, so one arm up, one arm down. Take the foot across if you want to, hold the hand if you want to, but keep breathing. And then releasing slowly to change sides. Releasing the feet. Start with the arms. Stay with the arms if that's enough. Cross it over. Give an extra stretch. Looking up towards the sky if you can. And then releasing the arm. Coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. The feet are hip width apart. Slide your hands down your thighs until your bottom's down. You might want to just tuck that tailbone under to give you that stability in your back and your belly. You're not going to go too far, but kind of about here, so your bottom and your knees are nice and comfortable. I'm going to take the hands now beside the knees. I'm going to take my hands down towards the floor, chest lifted, breathe, lift it all over. Good, nice and slow. And release the arms. And slide the hands down. Keep the knees hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Maybe touch the floor with the fingers. Lift them up. Pause there for a moment. Take your toes off the floor. Palm your fingers into fists as the toes come. And release the fingers and the toes. So if you can lift the palms and lift the heels now, so you're balancing. And then down to Utkatasana. Take those hands, sweep them forwards and up. Stay on the tip of toes, right up. And then hands down. Let's try that again. Squeeze the fists, lift up the toes. Release. Lift up the palms, lift up the heels. Hands downwards, down. Keep the balance, keep your head looking forwards, keep the chest lifted. Scrape the fingers on the floor as you come all the way up. And with the exhale, release the arms and the heels. One more time. Squeeze the fists, lift the toes. And release. Palms up, heels up, breathe in. Palms down, breathe out. Fingers sweep along the floor to lift you up. And release the heels. We're going to lift up one knee and pick it over the outside of the foot. Flex the foot, bend the knee into chair pose. Lean on that leg if you want to, or hands on the waist. Chest is lifted. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release that leg. Shake and down. Lift the other leg. Lift it over. Foot flexed. Bend the leg. Touch directly on the knees, on the thigh. Raise the face in the same way as the bent knee. Come down if you want to. Place the hands on the waist. Take the breath in. And breathe out. Release that leg. Give it a shake. Warrior one. Take the one foot forward, send the other one back. Hands on the waist. Put the hands to the Maskarasana. Stretch and open the back leg, toes, both sets of toes facing forwards, shoulders down away from the ears. Then we'll lift the hands to the forehead and open the wide cactus arms, palms facing forward. So lift your chest, lift your chin, lift the back knee. Take 3 lovely light breaths. bring the hands to the Maskarasana again. Hinge forwards. Tuck your chin down so the back of the neck is long and the shoulders are away from your ears. Back knee is pushing backwards to go in length. And then take the airplane wings ready for warrior three. Put your chin down. Slide your back foot forwards. Almost there. Lift the back leg. Hinge into a seesaw. Back foot's flexed. Arms wide. Neck long. Breathe in. Flat like a bird. Fly. Breathe out. And again. Breathe in. And out. Last time. Breathing in. Breathing. That back foot's going to come from you. Hug the knee. Bring the knee forwards. Give it a hug. And put it down. Let's go to the other side. Warrior one, the other side. Bend the knee. Straighten the back leg. Find that space. Make sure this front knee's over the ankle, not the toes. Settle down. Shoulders away from the ears. Hands into Namaskar-asana. Lift them to the forehead, open wide and cactus arms. Lift your chin, lift the back knee. Breathe. Breathing in. Breathing out. And and hands back to Namaskar-asana. Hinge forwards. Tucking your chin down, using the back of the neck to be long. Shoulders away from the ears. Airplane wings or bird's wings out to the side. Slide forwards. Focus on your balance. And stretch out the back leg and the back of the neck. And take 3 breaths. Move. So breathe in, lift, breathe out. Flap the wings. Breathe in, lift. Lengthen the back leg. Breathe in. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe in. And hug that back knee. Pull it forwards. Pull hard. Down. And rotate the hips. Round. And back knee. I'm going to come into dog pose, but I'm going to walk my hands forwards. If you need to come down on your hands and knees to get there, then please do. I'm going to the back of the mat and slide down in Utkatasana. Get those hands on the floor and then walk them forwards. And wide. Up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Take the head and the thighs, head and belly as close to the thighs as possible. So you've got shoulders open wide. And then breathe in, stretch those legs. Breathe out, take the heels to the floor or pat the legs one at a time, walking through the dog. Take some breaths. You take 3-legged dog, but if you need to come down, then do. You take the feet a little bit closer together, slide one leg back and up towards the sky. We're really opening up by pushing the hands forwards and opening up the armpits. Breathe in, breathing out, bring that foot to the floor. Changing sides, slide the other one leg up. All the forelimbs are long and strong. As you breathe in and breathe out. Bring that foot back down to the floor. I'm going to come onto all fours, bringing a cushion there underneath my belly to put the knees in so that I'm protected. And then walk the hands a little bit further forwards and wider, and the hips through to cobra if you want to, or just stay with cheeky cat. Open up your chest, breathe in. Breathe out, push back by bringing the elbows to the floor. Push back. Breathing in, come forwards to cheeky cat, through to cobra if you want to. Arms are long and strong, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe out. Breathing out, lift the hips, bring the elbows to the floor, the head between the arms and to the floor. And let's do a few more. So trying to get the elbows to the floor gives an extra dimension of stretch in the shoulders. Let's get one more of those, coming all the way forwards with your inhale. Going back to the exhale whenever you're ready. Elbows to the floor, wide inhale. And then coming up onto the forearms. So I'm going to take mine a little bit further forward, so it's a little bit tight there. So on my forearms, thread the needle. So I'm going to take one arm and stretch it underneath the other armpit, adjusting the supporting elbow, getting the head to the floor, and then getting the stretch between the shoulder blades. Stay there for a couple of breaths. And then gently bringing yourself back up to the center. Forearms are wide, palms are on the floor, elbows are on the floor, and then thread the needle the other side, bringing the head down if you can. Bring it all back up again, and this time into cat, so up onto your hands. Another dog pose, shoulders away from the ears, or you can stretch the legs out one at a time if you prefer. I'm going to tuck the toes under, take the head towards the knees, lift them up, and take a dog pose, stretching through both legs, both arms. I've got my hands quite wide actually. I like to have the little fingers lapping the edge of the mat to give shoulder space, shoulders away from the ears, and take a couple of breaths. And then bringing the knees back down onto the floor and into high kneeling or sitting on the heels, toes curled under if you can. A little bit uncomfortable for some people with the toes, but it's really good lengthener for the sole of the foot. It helps to prevent that plantar fascia getting tight and that heel pain that can result. So just keeping the soles of the feet nice and stretched. And then I'm going to flip over, come onto my back, so into side side. Feet on the floor. Have a pillow for your head if you need it. Hands on the belly. Breathing in, expand the belly. Breathing out, pelvic tilt by sucking belly to spine, spine to floor. And continue. And then bringing the back to neutral and the feet together. Bring one knee to the chest and give it a hug. Draw it down towards you so your back broadens into the floor. Lift your head if you want to and have a little wiggle through the shoulders and stretch in the lower back. Point and flex the foot. And then hook over the foot on the outside of the the outside of the ankle on the opposite side, just as we did standing, so the four shape. Push the knee away, and then taking the arms out to the side, gently rock from side to side. I'm going to take it all the way to the floor in a minute, and I'm going to go to the side that the knee is pointing upwards, so have some support there if you need it. So over we go. So the foot that's hooked over the thigh is up towards the sky, sole of the foot exposed. Foot flexed so that the big toe is facing the same way as the knee. And because it's hooked over, it's giving the outside of that other leg and hip a really big stretch. Make sure you either get to the floor or cushion or support. Head can stay in the center or go the opposite way. And you're going to stay for about 5 breaths. So in order to remember to come up on an exhale, take a breath in first, so that as you breathe out, you consciously pull the belly to the spine and head and knees to center. And then give that leg a little shake up in the air and bring the foot down to the floor. And then have a body stretch between sides. So taking the arms and legs out, big morning stretch. Bending the knees again. Bring the other knee to the chest. Hug it, draw it down towards your belly. And lift your head if you want to. Point and flex the foot, wiggle your shoulders. And then hook the outside of the ankle on the opposite thigh. Head nicely relaxed. And start to rock from side to side. So your support, if you need any, is now on the other side of the body. You can keep rocking if you prefer, if taking it to the floor is too much. I'm going to take it all the way over now, and that lifted knee is going to either touch the floor or block support of some sort. The foot that's hooked over the outside of the knee is flexed, sole of the foot exposed, and head stays in the center or turns the other way for about 5 breaths. Have a look at your breath, watch your breath, so that when you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you can bring everything back to center safely. That leg a little shake up in the air, and go back to a morning stretch. Legs outstretched, arms outstretched. Bend the knees again, bring them to the floor. When you take a bridge pose, if you've got a pillow for your head, take that away now. Have the heels out as much as the little toes. Maybe even touch the heels and just push them out slightly. Tuck your shoulder blades under. And stay with pelvic tilts if you prefer. So pelvic tilt, belly to spine. Lift the hips. Stretch along the back of the neck. Push down with the fingers to lift your hips higher. Make sure those feet are still in alignment, so heels out. And elbows on the floor to push down and lift the upper chest, mid-back. Breathe in, breathing out, bring everything down. Incorporating the arms now if you want to, palms down both by the sides. Breathing in, lift the hips, lengthening through the back of the neck, stretching the arms back and away. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the hips down, leave the arms behind for maximum stretch and traction. And when your bottom touches the floor, bring the arms down to where they're started. Let's do a couple more, so in your own time. Breathing in to lift, breathing out to lower. Leave the arms behind if you want to. I'm just going to take one more. And then once everything's down onto the floor, separate the feet as wide as the mat. And gently windscreen wide curve those legs from side to side. From the center, heel, toe, the feet back together. Bring both knees to the chest. One hand on each knee. Lift the head if you want to, keep the head down, and push those knees round and round in circles. Changing direction whenever you're ready. And taking a happy fetal pose, taking feet and knees wide, forward towards the armpit. Lift your hand, hold the outsides of the feet, have a little rock from side to side. Happy baby if you want to, where the soles of the feet go up to the sky. It's just started raining on me. Now then bring the knees to the chest and the feet. Let's have a nice Shavasana relaxation, so stretching your legs out, take them as wide as your mouth, palms facing upwards. Stretch into the heels, have a little midstream life with the feet, squeeze and stretch the hands, put the shoulder blades under, move your face, your eyebrows, your nose, your cheeks, your jaw and your tongue. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. You can stay there long if you want to. I'm going to just wriggle the fingers and the toes now. Bend the arms, bend the legs, bring the feet to the floor. And roll over to the side. Pausing there. Pushing yourself up to seated. Comfortable position. Hinge forwards and back. And side to side. And round and round. And now taking those hands into the center. Breathing in, we lift up to the sky. Release the arms. Arms face upwards, breathe and take them up. And back to center. Open up the curtains. And hands back to the neck. Namaste. Thanks very much. Have a lovely day.